Hi guys, so in this video I am going to share with you the day before examination strategy in case of financial accounting. So that is paper number 6 of your CMA inter syllabus, and the weightage of the paper is that is 100 marks. Since in this paper the majority of the topics are related to foundation areas only, so this is actually a scoring subject only. But the questions what they are testing in the examination in respect of foundation areas are so based on the conceptual clarity. So only when you are having the conceptual clarity, then only you can able to answer the foundation related areas. Okay now. So what are the areas that you are required to prepare so before the exam, in the one day what you are having before the examination? So first of all, I recommend all of you to prepare all the MCQs which are covered in our MCQ material. So we have provided a MCQ material. So in that material, so we have given all the sources, all the possible MCQs from the institute sources like study material, workbook, MQPs, MTPs. So whatever the sources the institute is going to release, so we are going to cover all those sources in this MCQ material. So I recommend all of you to first go through this MCQ material, since the weightage of MCQs is around 30 marks. Okay. Next, so in the recent July 2024 edition, the ICMAI Institute has included certain problems regarding accounting standards and certain other areas also. So I suggest you to go through the additional problems which are included in this July 2024 edition of study material of CMA Inter. So these are the two areas first you are required to cover. So when you are going to public examination, okay now. Next, coming to the list of the chapters what we are having in our syllabus. So I recommend all of you to, so in the following chapters like journal, ledger, cash book, subsidiary books and trial balance, I just recommend you to go through. So the MCQs only, you are not required to go through the problems which are covered in our materials. So why? Because so in case of these fundamental chapters, they are not going to test any lengthy questions. They are going to test only based on one MCQ or two MCQs only. Okay. Next. So coming to the BRS chapter, bank reconciliation statement. So I recommend you to go through the problems which are based on the amended cash book, and also when overdraft balance is given, so as per the cash book or passbook, and how you are required to find out the balance in the target book. So the OD balance problems I am recommending you to go, so solve at least one or two problems and also go through the amended cash book problems also. So these are the areas we have to prepare in case of a bank reconciliation statement. And next, coming to final accounts, so that is preparation of financial statements in case of a sole proprietor. So what are the trends the examiner is following in case of this chapter? So in most of the cases, they are giving a problem based on the preparation of provision for bad debts account. So this time also we are I'm expecting that there is a question going to be there on the treatment of PBD or preparation of PBD account. So first of all, you are required to cover the problems which are based on the preparation of provision for bad debts account, and also there are certain problems which are based on the preparation of P&L account based on the cash basis and accrual basis. So these are also the important problems we have to consider in this particular chapter. And next, I recommend you to follow the problems which are given based on the accounting equation approach, that is a modern approach. So assets minus liabilities is equal to capital. Based on that equation, certain problems are included in our study material. So as per my guess, I am suggesting you to prepare this area also. There is a possibility of getting a question from this area also. And in each and every exam, they are asking some MCQs, either 2 or 3 MCQs based on the trading account. So they will give the information which is required in the which is going to be presented in the trading account. Based on the information in the given in the trading account, we are required to calculate either gross profit or closing stock value. So like that, certain MCQs they are testing in the final account chapter. So better you should go through those MCQs also. And all these kind of MCQs are included in our MCQ material also. Next, coming to the bills of exchange chapter. So there is a possibility of getting a question based on the renewal of bills. And also please go through the area called as accommodation bills. So these are the areas. Accommodation bills are the area where the students are going to feel as a tough area. So I think the question may also be tested in the public examination based on these accommodation bills only. So please go through these accommodation bills also. And next, Generally, an MCQ will be given based on the calculation of due date of a bill. So be thorough with how to calculate the due date of a bill. So that is calculation of due date. So these are the areas that we have to prepare in case of bills of exchange. And the examination trend is if they are giving a question from either bills or consignment or joint venture. So these three chapters cumulatively having a weightage of 10 marks. If they are giving a 7 to 8 marks question from bills of exchange, so for the remaining marks they are going to give MCQs in consignment and joint venture. If they are going to give a consignment question for 7 to 8 marks, then they will give an MCQ in the bills of exchange or joint venture. So in most of the cases, the 7 to 8 marks question will be given from bills of exchange or consignment only. And in rare cases, a question will be tested from the joint venture. So in consignment chapter, what are the areas that we should require to prepare? So first go through the problems which are covering the treatment of closing stock and abnormal loss treatment and calculation of commission in the books of the consignor. So generally in the books of consignor, you are required to prepare consignment account and consignee account. So just to go through 2 or 3 problems which are having the calculation or treatment of all these areas, that is closing stock treatment, abnormal loss treatment, commission treatment. So all these areas are, so the problem what they are going to test in the examination, so is going to cover various adjustments like all these closing stock, abnormal loss and commission calculation. And next, when the goods are sent at invoice price, so how the loading will be removed in case of goods sent at invoice price. So in at the time of goods sent to the consignee, and also at the time of the valuation of closing stock. So please go through the problems which are based on the goods sent at invoice price also. And coming to the joint venture chapter, I recommend you to, so please go through the model which is based on the joint venture, memorandum joint venture account. So that is a third method. So when each co-venturer maintains his own the records, each co-venturer keeps record of his own transactions only. So that is the memorandum joint venture method. There is a possibility of getting a question from this area. And the remaining 2 areas that you can ignore, and also go through the MCQs which are given in the study material and all the institute sources. And next, coming to the depreciation chapter. So under SLM method and WDV methods, so when multiple assets are purchased and sold on different dates, so how to calculate the depreciation? So those kind of problems will be given from the depreciation chapter. And also please go through the area called as change in method of depreciation. So when SLM, we are shifting the method of depreciation from SLM to WDV or WDV to SLM method. So how it should be presented or treated in the books of accounts. So that is also one of the important area. Next, coming to the rectification of errors. So in this chapter, generally in majority of the cases, the problem will be given either under the second stage of rectification or third stage of rectification. So second stage is nothing but rectification of errors after trial balance and before final accounts. And third stage is nothing but rectification after final accounts. And in the question they will not give you, so under which stage, so you have to rectify the errors, but they will give you certain information regarding, so that how the errors are affected the last year financial statements, like that they are going to provide the information. So in that case, you should be in a position to understand that it is the third stage of rectification. So like that in the question they will not directly mention you, so what stage of rectification you have to pass the journal entries. So you have to, after studying the problem, you have to understand so whether it is under the second stage or third stage only. So like that rectification is one of the important area which is also foundation related area only, and in each and every attempt a question we are getting from rectification of errors. Next, coming to the partnership accounts, what are the important areas in the partnership accounts? So there is a compulsory MCQ in case of partnership accounts based on the calculation of gaining and sacrificing ratios, and also calculation of new profit sharing ratio. So an MCQ will be tested based on these ratios, and also a 5 marks question will be given from the partnership area. So this 5 marks question may be related to LLP theory, or theory question related to partnership, dissolution of partnership in case of Garner versus Murray rule. So our maximum possible loss method steps you have to consider are next under after maximum possible loss method, we are also having certain theory questions based on the amalgamation of firms. So certain theory questions may be tested in partnership too. Here if a question was given for 14 marks from partnership 1, then a 5 marks question will be given from partnership 2. Or if a 14 marks question is given from partnership 2, then a 5 marks question will be given from partnership 1. So in total, we are going to have a weightage of around 20 to 25 marks from this partnership chapter only. So this time I am expecting a 14 marks question from the partnership one only. Generally we cannot expect from where they are going to give this 14 marks question. So last time they have given a 14 marks question based on from the partnership 2, that is dissolution of partnership form. So this time maybe a question may be given from either admission or retirement of the partner, that we cannot able to expect this 14 marks question, but a 5 marks question will be given. So either it may be from LLP theory, or it may be from dissolution of partnership in case of Garner versus Murray rule, or it may be in case of introduction to partnership, like that. There you are required to calculate. So preparation of profit and loss appropriation account, or a question may be given based on the valuation of goodwill. So these are the areas generally where a 5 marks question will be tested. And a 14 marks question anyhow we are going to get either it from partnership 1 or 2, that we cannot able to guess, but you should be in a position to prepare all the areas. So this is with respect to partnership accounts. And next, coming to single entry. So every time we are getting a question from this chapter. So 2 times we are getting a question from conversion method, and 1 time a question was given from capital comparison method. And in most of the cases the question for 14 marks will be given from conversion method only. And this time also I am expecting a question from conversion method only. And actually there are 3 chapters, that is final account, single entry and NPO. The weightage of these 3 chapters is around 20 to 25 marks. And in most of the cases they are giving a question from single entry only. And this time maybe a question may be given from even NPO also. So if you have to prepare NPO chapter also, what are the areas that you should focus on? That is treatment of subscriptions is a important area. A 5 marks question may be given, or an MCQ may be given. And similarly, if a 14 marks question is to be given from NPO chapter, then you are required to focus on the following models, that is problems on income and expenditure account and balance sheet, preparation of income and expenditure and balance sheet from the given receipts and payments account, and also problems based on preparation of receipts and preparation of income and expenditure from the given receipts and payments and balance sheet. Okay, these are the areas we have to focus in case of non-profit organizations. Next, coming to hire purchase chapter. So there is a question we are frequently getting from calculation of missing figures. That means they will give you the installments, they will give you the rate of interest, they will give you the cash price, everything will be given. Just you are required to calculate what is the interest included in each installment. Similarly, calculation of cash price by using the reverse method. So similarly, they will give you the installment and they will not give you the rate of interest, and they will mention you that each installment comprises of equal cash price. So like that, certain problems are there, so which are covered in our CRD number 1. So those questions are highly important from the exam point of view. And also be thorough with the accounting treatment in the books of hire purchaser and hire vendor. So in case of partial repossession. So here in case of hire purchase, simply you can ignore the areas which are related to debtors method and stock on debtors method. So those areas are not generally, not frequently tested in the exam. So you can ignore those areas. Next, coming to insurance claims. So in insurance claims, we know that there are 2 areas we have to focus. That is, first one is related to loss of stock. In case of loss of stock, so go through the problems which are covering based on the adjustments related to normal and abnormal items. So actually this question was given in the recent examination, and this time a question may be tested either from the change in price levels. So the current year price, purchase prices are increased by this much value, or the selling prices are increased by this much value. So certain problems are given in our material. So maybe those are the problems which this time they may be tested in the public exam. And also please go through with a problem based on the loss of profits. So every time we are getting a question from insurance claims, and in most of the cases so they are giving a question from loss of profits only. So please go through with the loss of profits treatment also. And next, coming to the branch accounts. So simply you can ignore the independent branches and foreign branches. So under the dependent branches also, so please focus on the following methods, that is debtors method and stock and debtors method. So these are the most frequently tested methods in the public exam. And next, coming to the departmental accounts. So I suggest you to go, just go through the MCQs which are given in the study material. So in actually no question was given from the departmental accounts so far. And this time also I am expecting an MCQ only. So better you should go through the MCQs given in the departmental accounts. And next, coming to accounting and introduction. So actually this is a theory concept. So a question may be given for 4 to 5 marks based on the accounting concepts. So write a short notes on matching concept, write a short notes on going concern concept or business entity concept. Whatever the accounting concepts we are having, so please go through those accounting concepts. And also please cover the MCQs which are related to capital and revenue expenditure statement. So these are the chapters we are having. And next, coming to the accounting standards. So in case of CMA, so the accounting standards, most of the cases they are asking question based on the theory related areas only. So please go through the comparative provisions between AS and Ind AS in case of accounting standards. And also please go through the theory questions which are given at the end of the study material. And also please go through the problems which are newly added in the study material of July 2024 edition. So these are the areas that you are required to focus in case of accounting standards. So I think so this will be helpful for you. So all the best, and thank you.